Hello, everyone. Jonathan with Excel Bets, and this doesn't need any introduction. We've got KenPom.com. So if you follow college basketball to any degree, you know how valuable KenPom basketball ratings are for the college basketball community. And with the 2024-2025 season about to get underway, I wanted to highlight KenPom's website and his platform because I think it's such a great tool, and also a sports betting model that I've created that I think is super efficient of taking the data that's on KenPom's website and converting that to an actionable sports betting model. So hopefully that excites you. I know I'm ready for college basketball. There's going to be the highest amount of games. With that, though, I would say the most caution with college basketball versus any other major sport is the matchup variability is much higher. So just be cautious, look at market width, and then if you're using KenPom, you look at thrill score as a similar metric just to make sure that you're betting on matchups that have some certainty around them versus 99% versus a 1% type of matchup slate. But I have KenPom's website pulled up here. This is what it looks like without having the subscription. And if you click on the FanMatch page, you can see for $25 a year, you can get access to his paid portal. And I'm just going to log in here. And you can see with that, you get a predicted outcome with win probability and this thrill score metric for every single college basketball game. So for $25 a year, you can basically have the whole landscape of college basketball at your disposal. And with that, with the model I built, you could just copy paste this and be able to have a very dynamic sports betting model. So I think this is a really impressive website that KenPom's at a great price. And then you pair that with the model I built, hopefully that gives you a really good toolkit to make some money with college basketball. And I know that the last couple of videos, if I've offered something free, that seems to do better on YouTube. Who would have thought? So with that, if you like and comment this video, I will randomly pick one person to give the model I'm about to walk through for free at the end of this week. So that'll be November 8th. I'll give a shout out to whoever won based on random number generator based on your comment number. So definitely, if you want to get a free model or the chance to get a free model, leave a comment, like it, let me know what your thoughts are, and I will have a link if you want to purchase it as well. So with that, just wanted to highlight what KenPom's got. I think it's a great platform. Obviously, having all this data is great, but being able to take it and make sports betting decisions off of this, you need a little bit more. So I'm going to drag that over and show you similar look to what some of my recent sports betting models have been, where we've got the Moneyline spread and totals tabs, and we've got a drop-in tab. So I'm just going to go back to KenPom and just do a quick copy-paste, just highlight everything on that FanMatch tab. I'm just going to paste it in here, and we're going to be able to have all those games brought in. And with that, we've got one update here of just the date. And we are good. So now every single matchup for opening night of college basketball is pulled in. You can see we've got the thrill score, the win-loss, and then convert that to break even. Flip over to the spread. We've got the rank of those teams. I think that's super helpful. Bringing in that win-loss again for you. We've got the points, point difference, adjustment if you want to tweak some of the values, and then a spread, and then the similar on the totals as well, but we're getting in the total game value, and you can see the point splits between Baylor and Gonzaga, for example. So that's all you have to do as far as updating. Got your bankroll management up top, and then here's a filter with that thrill score. So can't stress this enough with college basketball. You need to have a filter for certainty of the matchup. Market width is looking at the underdog and favorite lines and seeing how much discrepancy is between those two. With this data, we've got this thrill score metric that's proprietary to KenPom, looking at this Baylor-Gonzaga matchup is the best matchup for the night. It's 11 and 9th ranked team, so this is a high-quality matchup, and then just sorted from highest matchup down to lowest. And then you can just change your cutoff where I don't want to look at anything below a 50, and it's going to highlight in red, so I don't even need to look at those matchups. Again, I would say this is subjective of what's the cutoff. Put 25 in there as a starter. I think that's a pretty good benchmark. You can obviously increase or decrease it based on what the results are bringing in and what you feel like you would like to be placing bets on. But just, I would definitely not encourage you to be looking at some of these Oklahoma State Green Bay matchup where you're probably going to get some lines that are longer than plus 2,400. And, oh, that's an EV bet. But the chance of that actually hitting, I mean, there one or two of those are going to hit during the year. And if you're willing to stomach dozens or 100 losses before you hit one of those two massive underdogs in the college basketball season, go for it. But I made that mistake first year I got into sports betting and lost quite a bit of money on college basketball. So that's definitely a lesson learned. So make sure that you bet on the quality matchups. All right, so that's the model. Let's find some EV bets for opening tip-off of the season. I think if you watch any of my videos, it's a pretty similar routine. We've got Sportsbook Review, do our line shopping based on the longest odds. That's going to be highlighted in blue here. And we'll just run down the docket of games and see if we can find any. So this Baylor-Gonzaga game, I'm seeing plus 140 on FanDuel and DraftKings. And then we got minus 150 on Bet Rivers. And you can see that Bet Rivers would actually be just a break-even bet or break-even odds. It's minus 150. Plus 140 on Baylor. We're saying that the break-even odds is plus 150. So there's no bet right now for that top matchup of the season. Tip-off night, let's check out Ohio State and Texas. Okay, we got plus 136 on DraftKings and minus 137 on Bet Rivers. So there's a EV bet you could place for the first night of college basketball. We've got a 45% chance of Ohio State winning. That's plus 122 break-even odds. And we have DraftKings giving us plus 136 or BetMGM giving us plus 135. Both are EV bets. You can say that the sportsbooks are saying that Ohio State only has a 42.5% chance of winning. KenPom's saying they have a 45. Anytime your implied win percent greater than the sportsbook win percent, that's an EV bet. Turns out to be about 5.75% EV bet. And about, if you have 1,000 bankroll, 0.5 Kelly adjustment factor, $20 bet, or 1 unit if your unit size is $20. So there's an EV bet you could place for the first night. Let's see what else we got here. UCF and A&M. Just searching here. So we have minus 178 on FanDuel and 164 on DraftKings. So there's our second EV bet. Where we got UCF at home, 39% chance of winning. DraftKings saying they only have a 37.88% chance. $10 bet for UCF. Memphis and Missouri got plus 164 and minus 180. And another EV bet that was on Bet Rivers. And we've also got minus 185 on BetMGM. So a couple different options there for you for another one. I'm going to change this to 50 just because we'll do one more. And I think for opening night, there's just not going to be as many quality matchups. We got plus 105 and minus 120. Okay, so we've got Santa Clara plus 105. It's a huge EV bet there. So we're saying the break-even odds are minus 133, and we're getting plus 105 on BetMGM. So there is a really good bet to place for opening night. And then again, you could open up your parameters here. If you want to go to 40, you can see that opens up another bucket. And I would just say, you got to factor your time of how much time you have to bet to with this line shopping. So if you've got a lot of time and you want to run through a lot of games, you could make that a little bit less strict of a filter. But I think it's a nice way just so you can just have a systematic approach for going through this. Let's flip over to the spreads. It's going to be a similar process here. Again, I'm just toggling over here on Sportsbook Review at the Moneyline. We've got the spread and we've got the total tabs. This is a 100% free line shopping platform. And unfortunately with college basketball and opening night, there's a lot of lines that haven't got released and there's just a lot of lines. So this is where you've got to balance your time and knowing that the information, especially early on in college basketball season, there's a little bit of just administrative work with it, I would say, of just finding those value bets. But let's look at some of our top lines here. We got Baylor Gonzaga, 3.5, minus 3.5. And I'm seeing the best odds minus 110 and minus 108. So no EV bet there. Ohio State and Texas. Okay, we've got plus 3.5 and minus 2.5. Let's see if we've got anything. Minus 110 and minus 120. Okay, so this isn't to be unexpected. If we've got Ohio State as a EV bet on the money line, similar landscape, that's going to get you most likely an EV bet on the spread. So plus 3.5, minus 110. The break even on that's minus 128. So a nice $40 bet to place for Ohio State to cover that 3.5 line whenever they're only a 1 point underdog according to the KenPom data. So there's a spread bet to place. Let's go to Texas A&M. We've got a minus 4.5 and 4.5 line, minus 102 and minus 109. That's on Bet Rivers, the minus 109. We've got minus 110 on DraftKings as well, both EV bets. 3% EV bet, so a $15 bet. Another good opportunity. And then let's check out the Memphis, Missouri game. We've got that 4.5 across the board. We've got minus 106 on FanDuel and minus 110 on BetMGM. Neither of those is an EV bet, so it's going to highlight in blue where your EV bets are. So a couple minutes to get a couple bets. That's not a bad trade-off. And then let's go over to the totals. We can check out our Baylor Gonzaga game as well. So I've got 157. I'm actually got 156, and I've got 157. There's two options here, minus 105 and minus 110. So 155, we've got a 157 line. So when you're looking at the under, you want to look for whatever the highest line is, and then the opposite if you're looking for the over. So 156 was the lowest total value. So start there, see what value you have for line shopping, see if anything comes up. So 2 point difference here, minus 110, break even would be minus 118. So about $20 bet for that game to be on the under of the 157 line. And that was on Caesar. So another good bet there. Got minus 115 on FanDuel for that as well. So both EV bets. Ohio State and Texas. We've got, looks like 146 and 146.5. So 146 and the 146.5 are our best line values. That's actually minus 110 and minus 105. So 1.5 points on the under. Get that minus 105. We're looking for break even. Anything longer than minus 113. Got a nice value there. So $20 bet for the Ohio State-Texas game to be on the under at the 146 at minus 105. And that was on FanDuel as well. So another good EV bet for you. We'll do one more here. All right, so we got 143.5 at minus 110 and then 144 at minus 110. Okay, we got an over bet now. So 143.5 versus 145 minus 110. That's on FanDuel. So nice $8 bet with 1,000 bankroll to get you several EV bets on the over under. So hopefully that's exciting for you. Hopefully that seems like it's pretty easy and intuitive. Again, this is going to have a link in the description to that model. Definitely check out the KenPom website. If you do want to use the model that I just showed you, you do need to have the subscription because that's where you can get to this FanMatch portal. So just wanted to highlight that. If you still on the fence with KenPom's data, I will have a follow-up video that'll allow you to just take his free ratings and convert it to a predicted outcome that's going to have the total, the spread, and the win percent. So I'll have that as my next video out. So be looking for that. That'll be a free download. And again, if you want to have a chance at the model I just walked through, like, comment, and I'll, at the end of this week, give out a free model. Otherwise, there'll be a link in the description if you want to get it for purchase. Also, check out the website that I'm beginning to roll out. It's called excelbets.com. It's going to have every single one of my models on the platform for purchase, or you could do a membership sign up and you will have unlimited access to all the models. Anytime I make enhancements to any of them, you can just download them for free anytime. So there's going to be dozens of models out there for you if that interests you. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and God bless.